Hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Cal. Today we have this rose garden hexagon for you. We also have another one, the Starfruit Hexagon, and there's a link to that in the description box below. So rose garden hexagon, making this beautiful rose in the centre, or any flower you could call it I suppose, and then just a nice plain border so that the emphasis goes on the flower. So you can use as many or as few colours as you like, and I will tell you when and where you might want to change those. So grab your things and let's get started. Okie dokie, this hexagon is designed to have an open centre, so if you want to use the magic ring, go ahead, but just don't pull it in really tightly, leave an open centre. Or the preferred way, chain 6 and slip stitch in the first chain to make your ring, and then we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to make a 2 double crochet cluster, so essentially a bit like a double crochet 2 together. So we're going to make 1 double crochet, just yarn over, pull through 2 and leave the last 2 loops on the hook. Do that again and you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now with that chain, that counts as your first 3 double crochet cluster. So we're going to chain 4 and then we're going to make a proper 3 double crochet cluster. So we're going to do what we did here, but we're going to do it 3 times. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So you've got 3 loops on your hook, do once more. And you've got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all loops. Pull through all 4 loops without dropping. There we go. That's your 3 double crochet cluster, and then chain 4 and make another 3 double crochet cluster, and chain 4. And you want to do this 3 more times. Just scooch these around if you're running out of room. So do this 3 more times so that you have 6 clusters and 6 chain 4 spaces. When you have done all 6 clusters and your last chain 4, you want to slip stitch into the top of this beginning cluster. So it will be the top of this 2 double crochet cluster. Slip stitch in the top of that cluster, like so. And there is round 1. Cute. Now for round 2, you can either continue with the same colour or you can change colour. We are going to be making 2 sets of petals now. So I'm going to leave this as my inner inside and then make the petals in a different colour. So if you are changing colour, then fasten off and join your new colour in the same place or in the top of any cluster. Okay, so you want your colour in the top of any cluster. Okay, if you're keeping the same colour, just hold on a second. Okay, I have joined my new colour and we're going to move on to round 2. So what we're going to do is, wherever you are, whichever cluster you're in for your previous colour or your new colour, we are going to chain 1 and then single crochet in that same cluster, in the top of that same cluster, single crochet. And then we're going to do 6 double crochet in our chain 4 space. So this space here, we're going to do 6 single crochets. Sorry, double crochet, 6 double crochet. Okay, put my ends round, just working over those ends. So we have a single crochet in the top of our cluster, and then 6 double crochets in our chain space, and then a single crochet in the top of your next cluster. Okay, and then that's all you're going to do. You're going to do another 6 double crochet in your chain space, and then a single crochet on the cluster, 6 double crochet, single crochet on the cluster, and that's it. So all the way around, and slip stitch to your first single crochet to finish the round. See you in a minute. And there we go, at the end of round 2. Looking lovely. Now for the next couple of rounds, I would say it's probably best not to change colour, because we are making the actual flower now. So unless you want your flower to be all sorts of colours, then fair enough, change colour. Just join the colour in the same place, okay, the new colour. But I'm going to keep the same colour for the duration of the actual flower part. So I will tell you when we're done and when it's good to change colour, if you want to do your flower in one colour. Okay, so what we're going to do now is chain 2, which this won't count as anything, it just gets us started, okay? And then what we're going to do is a back post double crochet around this single crochet that we have here. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook from back to front to the right side of that stitch, over the stitch and back through, pushing that single crochet to the back, and then yarn over, pull through, make sure you don't get that chain 2 caught up, pull through, and then do your double crochet as normal, just like so. So just make sure that chain 2 doesn't get caught in your stitch, okay? And then we're going to chain 6, and then we're going to do a back post double crochet around the next single crochet. So again, yarn over, put your hook in to the side of your single crochet. Oops. Make sure you have got the side of there to go in, and then over the top of your single crochet, push it to the back like so, yarn over, pull through, and then complete your double crochet as usual. Okay, so you're going to repeat this all the way round, 6 chains, and then a back post double crochet around the next single crochet. Just like so. Okay, so repeat that all the way round. When you get back to the beginning, I'll meet you back to finish off the round. Okay, when you've done those 6 chains and back post double crochets, you want to slip stitch to that first double crochet, not the chain 2, but the first double crochet. Just make a slip stitch in there, and that is round 3 completed. So you have these chains behind the petals that you've made. So these are the round 2 petals, and you've got these chains at the back. So you should have 6 chains, or 6 sets of chains. Okay, so there we go. So keep the same colour ideally, unless you want a multicoloured flower, and we will move on to round 4. So for round 4, we are going to chain 1 and then make a single crochet in the top of that double crochet, in the double crochet where we just slip stitched, and then we're going to make 9 double crochet in this first chain space. So we'll be making these behind the first double crochet that we did here. Okay, so just pull that forward if you need to, and then make your 9 double crochet in this chain space. scooch them along if you need to. And just make sure you have 9. Oh, I think I might have 10. No, that's my single crochet. See, so make sure you count and don't count your single crochet in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. 9. And then make a single crochet in the top of this back post double crochet. Make a single crochet in there. And that is it. 9 double crochet in your chain space, and then a single crochet in the double crochet. 9 double crochet in the space, single crochet in the next stitch. And that's it. So continue that round, and I will see you at the end to finish off this round. So when you have finished your last set of 9 double crochet, you want to just slip stitch in the top of your first single crochet. Okay, just do a slip stitch in there, and that is your rose flower completed. How cute is that? And if you just wanted a flower for something, you could make this. You don't have to make it into a hexagon, you could just have this as a flower for something. Okay, so I'm going to fasten off because the rest of this is now going to be the border and turning this into a hexagon. So I am going to fasten off and then join my border colour. So if you are joining a new colour, join it into any of your single crochets from this previous round. So any of these single crochets that are in the middle of your sets of 9 double crochet. Okay, and then what we are going to do, if I scroll back to the pattern, I've lost it here, where are we? Okay, round 5. So we are going to chain 1 and then single crochet in that very same stitch. Okay, and then chain 6, and then we're going to do a single crochet into the next single crochet. So skip those 9 double crochet and do 1 into that single crochet. Okay, and then that is as complicated as this round is. Chain 6, single crochet into the next single crochet. Okay, complete that all the way around and then slip stitch into the top of this first single crochet. Now don't worry if your chain comes to the front or if it goes to the back, we'll sort that out when we finish the round. Okay, so chain 6, single crochet. So when you've done your slip stitch to your first single crochet, what you need to do, I'm just going to pull up a loop there, take my hook out. What you need to do, if it's sort of at the front, partly at the front, partly at the back, you need to just pop these petals through to the front so that the chain is on the back. So just pop the petals through, chain at the back, and there we go. So your chain is now at the back, and you can see now how this chain is forming a hexagon. Perfect hexagon there, and that's what we're going to work around on the next round, round 6. Okay, so you might want to keep the same colour, or if not, you're not going to see much of that there, so you might want to keep hold of the same colour for this round. Okay, so round 6. Now when we're working this round, if these petals get in the way, just fold them down out of the way, like we did when we worked this second set of petals. We folded the first lot down if they got in the way. So just fold these down if they get in the way, but make sure you're working with the work facing the right side up, but behind the petals, okay? So what we're going to do first of all, and by the way, if you've got any tails here from the last 2 rounds, you can work over these in this round. That will work perfectly. So we are going to chain 3 as a double crochet, and that's coming from that single crochet there. And then in the chain space we are going to make 7 double crochets. 7 double crochets in this chain space. So that's how we can work over some tails if we want to. Okay, so 7 double crochet in there. Now we're going to make the corner in the next single crochet. Okay, so you've got your 7 in there, and we're going to make a corner. So we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet, all in that same single crochet. Okay, and every single crochet that we've got on this round, or this previous round, will be a corner. Okay, so each of those you'll do double crochet, chain 1, sorry, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Okay, so the next chain space we're going to do 7 double crochet. Don't you love it when this happens? Okay, sorted that tangle out. So 7 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then just to show you again, in the next single crochet, oops, going to do double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet, and you're going to repeat this all the way around until you get back to the beginning, and then I'll meet you around here to finish this off, because we just need to finish off this corner here. Okay, so when you've done your last set of 7 double crochet, we're just going to make our last corner, and we started with a chain 3 as a double crochet in that stitch. So we're just going to go back into the same stitch, make a double crochet, chain 2, and then slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 to join. And that is the end of round 6. So you can lay your petals back down and it should lay flat. Just pull them out if they've got a bit tucked in there. There we go. So you can't see much of round 6, but we're going to work another round and you'll start to see it. I think I must have a slightly bigger chain space here. Never mind. It will all come good. There we go, that looks better. Okay, so let's move on to round 7. If you want to join a new colour, then join your new colour in the same place that you've just slip stitched. So round 7, we are going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in each double crochet. Okay, so 1 double crochet in each double crochet along. So that's your 7 that you did in the chain space, and then the one at the corner. Okay, so 1 double crochet in each of those, and then in this chain space here we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet, and that will be your new corner. Okay, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then you're going to crochet in the next 9 stitches, so your 7 and the one at each corner. Okay, so crochet in each of those, double crochet, and then do your next corner in the chain space of double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet, and I'll see you around at the end. So when you've done your last set of your 9 double crochets in this last chain space, remember you need another corner, so double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet, and we started in our first stitch, so we just need to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. There we go. So again, your flower might be a little distorted because you've been sort of holding it in different ways, so I'm not going to pull it out fully, but there you go. You get the idea of how we're looking. So we're starting to get a nice border around here now, looking good, looking good. So the next round, round 8, is our final round of the pattern, and we're going to work that in just the same way that we've done the last round. So if you want to change colour, then just fasten off and join the next colour in the same place. Okay, otherwise we will just continue. So round 8, as I said, is just the same. Chain 3 for your first double crochet, and then you're going to double crochet along. Each side will now have 11. This one you'll have 10 stitches because we've just done the first one, but each side will now have 11 stitches. Okay, so you're going to crochet along, 1 into each stitch, 1 double crochet into each stitch. So like I said, this side will have 10 stitches because we've done the first one, but all the other sides will have 11 if you like counting your stitches. Okay, and then in our corner, double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet. Simples. So 11 double crochet and then your corner, and that's it. If you decide you would like some extra size on this, you can just keep adding rounds in exactly the same way, or if you just want a little bit of an extra size, you could change it up and just do single crochets instead. Exactly the same method, but just do single crochets. So I'm going to finish this round. When I come back around here to where I began, you will need to do your stitch and then your corner, and you'll have one final stitch to do here. Okay, and I'll see you back when I've done all that. So I'm back around where I started, and I've done that last corner and double crochet, and then I'm just going to slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain 3. Oops. And that will be my rose garden hexagon completed. So I am going to sew in my ends and bring these petals all out, and then I'll show you how it all looks. So there we go, there's my finished rose garden hexagon. I've sewn in all my ends and it's finished. So I love it, I love it. Very cute and very pretty, and you could make so many different colours. You could have a nice blanket or cushion of these roses in all different colours. Would be gorgeous. Your inner petals may overlap the outer ones slightly depending on tension and everything, or they might just sit in the centre like so, like mine, just so that you know that if yours do overlap, then it's not wrong. Okay, so that is our rose garden hexagon today, and I do think it's rather gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed making a rose garden hexagon as well. If you've enjoyed watching and crocheting along, you found it useful and helpful, then please, as always, click that like button, give us a thumbs up, share the love, and I'd love to see photos of what you've made, as always, in our Facebook group. The link for that is in the description below. show us what you've made, and also on Instagram, #BeyondTheCal. That would be great too if you're over there. We had another one today, and that was the Starfruit Hexagon. So I'll pop a link in the description as well for that Starfruit Hexagon today. So go ahead, have fun making your little hexagons, and until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.